Everyone, today we'll see the Amazon Q CLI and MCP demo. Recently Amazon Q enabled support for MCP, and then I have installed the Amazon Q CLI using Brew, and then we can see that it automatically loads the existing MCP servers. I have one MCP server installed. You can check the existing servers using /tools command. There are built-in ones like execute bash or use AWS. Use AWS if the AWS environment is configured to your account, then you can run AWS commands against it. And also you can execute bash commands by adding exclamation mark before it. And also there are file read and write commands. And I have added this new Git tool MCP server which has all these capabilities. Now as part of this demo, let's install some AWS MCP servers and then we'll see. Let's start. So Amazon Q stores the MCP configuration in its configuration file named mcp.json. So let's open it and then we'll add. So one cool thing with this Amazon Q CLI is it does this autocomplete, so you can see it already in gray. Now as here we have only one tool. Now let's add the other one. So here I have already kept the JSON ready, but you can get it from the AWS MCP website. So these are the contents. So there is a prerequisite that for all the AWS tools you need to have this core MCP server by default, and then on top of it whatever more servers you need. So for example, in this demo I will be generating AWS diagrams using this. So these two will be copying it and adding to the MCP. So let me copy it. Then I'll add it here, and then the AWS MCP servers are created using the fast MCP framework. So there is an option to set the log level. So in case of errors, we can mention the log level so that we'll see the errors in the logs. So that's one advantage. And prerequisites are you need to install the UV, the Python plugin installer. Now let me save this file. Now when I run the same Q chart again, here it will, as you can see, it's installing the MCP servers and loading. So all three servers are initialized now. And now let's check the tools. So now we have this AWS Labs AWS diagram MCP server. So with this we can generate the diagrams, list icons and all those things. So let's try a simple example. So generate a data pipeline diagram using Kinesis data streams, Glue ETL and Redshift. As you can see, these are not trusted. So whenever it wants to call it, it will ask whether you want to trust it, or for that session, for each command you want to accept it. So if you want to approve every action, then give yes, and trust, then it will trust for this session. And there is an option to trust it always, so that it doesn't ask approval from you whenever it tries to run it. And same here, I'll trust it, so it is listing the icons to get it. Now it will call the advantage with Amazon Q is that it calls the LLMs itself, and I have used logged in using the builder ID. So this is a free tier, and it decides what LLM to call and handles it accordingly. Now it is creating the data pipeline diagram. So I really like this trust of the tools instead of automatically calling whatever is installed, so that it's a kind of a safe way. So it tried to use the quick site, but it's not available, so it's modifying it to use available components. Now it's asking for some permissions in my computer. And this is nice that it creates some documentation of what it is doing also. Now let's open that. So open. So as you can see, it has clearly generated for us from a single prompt. Yep. Thanks everyone.